Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Rao. Happy New Year. I'm coming today just to emphasize something I talked briefly this morning. 5 things you can do in New Year if you are not doing them already. Um, some of the students appreciated this. That I thought I will come online and go over a little bit more than just a brief talk I had this morning. So anybody is interested, they can come up and we will discuss this or anything you suggest to me. That is welcome too. So each new year we make resolutions, right? And we want to implement them, and we are in great energy when we make the resolutions, and then we kind of most of us kind of peter it off after a couple of weeks or maybe 1 month or 2 months like that. So to be able to do these things, sleep on them and wake up with remembering them, and then make sure you are doing at least for straight 14 days. And usually it is shown if you do continuously 2 weeks, and you may have mood changes or different circumstances, or your own body and mind go to that natural normal stage before. So you got to train them, right? So 14 days, put the parameter. And most likely, if you can keep them in your mind just before you go to bed and right after you get up from bed, that may work. Try that, okay? Now, what are the 5 things I'm talking about? See, most of the modern culture is kind of not really making us get up early and do all the stuff before sunrise and then be ready for work or whatever we do. And then to do that, you better go to bed early too, So there may be a lot of work conditions, a lot of habits, although our people are going to the parties, whatever that, nightlife and all that. So, but routinely when you're working, if you can go to bed early and then get up early in the morning, that works very well for a lot of people. Most of the people are like that, right? They're more like a morning persons, right? But some people will be night persons. Then they can do these routines there too. But basically, I depend on what is our body clock, what is our diurnal rhythm, and how can we protect the diurnal rhythm by getting up early and going bed too early. That's a good quality. So if you're not doing it, try that. Okay, that's one thing. And the second thing is you got to be aware, not being in the past or the future, or allowing the thoughts come to us right away after awakening. So this is something I kind of emphasize in my yoga class in the morning, wellness class. I see Julie here. Julie, come up. I have not talked to you for a while. So that kind of yeah, I think my friend is up here. Okay, yeah, Julie, I'll bring her up. Okay. She's on the Wisdom app, and I miss talking to her. Okay. Hi, Julie. How are you?
This is my new life comes from Dr. Rao.
Yeah.
It's so helpful to me in my times, you know that.
Thank you, Julie. I miss you. I haven't talked to you for a while, So
I know it's been a very long time.
Yeah. How have you been? Pretty good?
All right, not too bad.
Very
Quite
good.
peaceful lately, which is very nice. Yes.
Very good. Very nice. Yeah, I saw you on with Daryl, and right after you, I came and talked about the unconditional love and all that,
Yes.
I would like to know what you think about what I said there. Okay.
So, well, I have a tendency to agree with you that those were thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the way I was describing the fact that I was love dumping on someone was all about.
Yeah. Actually, it's
something
true.
missing in myself.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the key. And it was the thought of gaining something
Yeah,
that was driving me in that direction.
yeah. You see, this thing is there right from the India upbringing for me, Jolie. You know, uh,
Yeah.
I saw my mom, even though I was trying to find excuses not to go to school, that
Mm.
never stopped her loving me. Even after that, also, even though I was a high achiever in the school, high school, and college. But that didn't matter to her. She always loved me. I felt like I was loved no matter what.
Mm.
You know
Yeah.
that. So it was always
It's a deeper place, love,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's like
It comes from no requirement
yeah,
from the person that you are
exactly,
giving your love to. Yeah.
exactly. I think women have this motherly instinct, and they bring it. My wife also does bring that heartfulness to me.
Mm.
So I try to bring that heartfulness where if I don't assess a person, if I don't judge them with my thought conclusions, I can
Mm.
be loving to them. You know?
Yes.
So that's
And
what.
that's something I kind of brushed on today when I was chatting. I was chatting. I don't know who I was talking to. I was
Yeah,
kind of saying that once I got to this place, this particular peaceful place in myself,
yes,
that I found loving to
exactly,
be an easy thing to do. It was almost
exactly.
second nature.
You know what the ancient said about that essence of you in that what you're talking about inward thing, that
Yeah,
they call existence, consciousness, and bliss all together. We are existent in that way, and that is conscious, and that is bliss itself, and that is
yeah,
peace itself.
yeah, yeah. That's how I'm feeling of
Yeah,
late.
exactly, exactly. You
Yeah,
touch it that, and then immediately you know what it is, and then you don't want anything from anybody. You just give.
yeah,
That's what.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
was
like
talking about. Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
this new year
Hmm.
coming. I have lots of change coming up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be leaving my boat, Dr.
Oh, okay. Mm.
Finding a new place
Okay, okay.
to be, but I'm not really sure where that's going to be.
I see. Okay.
Somewhere in my heart, I still feel bliss.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That won't
don't,
change. That won't
yeah,
change. Yeah. Only your circumstances may change, but that won't change. See, that is the important thing, Julie. Turning inward and touching that inward already there. But we kind of go after our mind, our thoughts, and all that. But that's despite that, it is there. You just have to take that mask away, and then I think you touch that. That's why you feel so blissful and peaceful.
yeah. No matter what happens from here on in,
Yeah,
it's taken me 55 years to get here,
yeah.
but I don't regret how long it's taken.
You know what happened to Buddha? Buddha
Sorry.
transcended the mind.
Mm.
That's why he's so compassionate and so loving to anybody.
Yeah.
And that is there in all of us. The ancients talked about this at length, but as the civilization developed, I think especially this Western civilization where thought is given the preeminent space, and it is good for us to learn things to make living and all that. But it does give an image about ourselves which is not true. And then we
Mm.
assess other people with that same image, and we miss this essence you are talking about.
Yeah.
Once we are touching the essence, Julie's essence, mine, Daryl, everybody's the same.
Mm.
But we have these images, conclusions, judgments, and all that. That's
Yeah.
where I'm talking about thought. See, I was very confused in the 80s when the Krishnamurti said ending of thought. I said, because of thought, I became these degrees and all those things. I have achieved all these things. But that's only external things, not your subjective self.
Yes, absolutely spot on. Yes.
Yeah, and you
That's
touched
something
it.
I've realized.
Yeah, you touched it. That's why you're so peaceful,
Yeah.
blissful.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not praised more, that
yes, yes,
that feeling, and not encouraged more in people.
yeah. You see
There's
that?
something that I said about expecting people to behave a particular way
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a scenario,
yeah.
and I kind of stopped doing that
Mm,
because I was almost, by thinking too much, using
yeah,
that thought thing,
yeah,
I
exactly.
was creating these situations and these feelings
Yeah, exactly.
that wouldn't have existed if
Mm,
I just stopped thinking
yeah,
and started just
that is
feeling.
that is the ending of thought. You know,
Yes, yes.
that's you see he put it otherwise too. You see, we kind of create an observer within ourselves, and
Mm,
then we kind of identify with that observer. But
yeah,
actually, it has come because our own thinking development. And then once we realize, hey, this person may be something different than what I am imagining, I'm building an image about him.
mm,
So the moment you identify that, and Julie is Julie, Julie could be, if I say, oh, Julie should be like this, Julie, no, no, whatever Julie is Julie, that's it. No,
Julie is just Julie, that
yeah,
is it. And I
yeah,
love saying it so often. Julie is not the be all and end all. Julie is 1 in 6
yes,
billion.
yeah,
But she is this lovely little essence.
yes. But
And we are all that.
yeah, that's where the thinking led us astray. Actually, this image kind of divides us, and it
Mm,
leads to wars, conflict, and all that. So
yeah,
that image making is something people say. If you say, I'm going to dump love on somebody, that means you are saying there's a ego receiving, the ego giving it. But this ego will give only if the person is ready. All that is thought.
yeah,
So once we are caught up in that network of thought, we will not touch the innate love we have already.
that's right. That's right. That's what I was trying to say in
Yeah,
a way. And
yeah,
you've just pinned it absolutely.
yeah,
Because the thing is what I thought
yes,
was love,
yeah,
was what I was dumping.
yeah,
But what is naturally there, as much as the breath that we breathe,
yeah,
you know, the
yeah.
ticking of our hearts and all of that lovely, gentle stuff.
Julie, there's something very remarkable I was told is that just like I'm a man, nobody need to tell me I'm a man.
Yes.
Just like you're a woman, nobody need to tell you that you are a woman. You know it, right?
Yes.
So then,
But even that is just the physicality.
yeah, physicality. But what I'm saying is, just like that, you are this existence conscious being.
Yeah.
But because our thoughts work out that, we forget that.
Yes.
So that's why all this self-realization, spiritual path, and all of that, really for somebody who thinks this is way somewhere there. But you are already that. You are in that space.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
where is the need for this, all this struggle? So they
There's
just
no need for searching. They always say that
yes,
searching
yes,
means that you
oh,
spend all that energy
yeah.
doing exactly that, the searching. You'll never ever
You're already
find
that.
unless
Yeah,
you with yourself.
you're already that. So you don't have to travel at all. Just be.
Yes.
That's
Just
it.
be.
Julie, just be. Be Julie. That's it. Not the personality of Julie. Just be.
I
Be that
thoroughly
energy.
enjoyed
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed
I
that.
mean, this is
It's
such a
so
liberating
lovely.
experience for us from our own thinking.
Mm.
And that itself very peace. Is peace itself. Because
Yes.
usually we are involved in the thought, then all these talks, all these discussions, all these exchange of opinions, all these things happen. But the moment you realize this is all just the movement of thought, that stops.
Yeah.
And then you are in peace.
Yeah.
Actually, Be a Pal, my company, the last L, if you go and look at my website, you will read all each letter represents something, right? Last letter L represents loving.
Nice.
I always tell people, don't look for love. It is there in you, give it.
Naturally. It is. It is.
That's it.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to speak to you again.
Yeah, sure.
And it's lovely
Yeah.
when it's
I was talking about these 5 things for the new year, like rise early because body clock is so important, and be in awareness, not in thought. Because the moment we wake up, we allow our thought to take us either into the past or the future.
Yes.
So I tell them,
Yeah.
be in the moment, be aware, And the third thing is, you have to move your body in all directions. So dance is a very good one, yoga, pilates, and anything is okay. But just remember, I have to move my body in all directions.
Yeah.
And the fourth thing is the laughter. There's a laughter yoga. If you get up in the morning, go to the mirror and just laugh at yourself, that's a wonderful feeling.
I do that regularly.
Yeah. And the last thing is, do some random act of kindness. See, when I come on the social media, I usually look for not to be kind or superior or anything like that, but can I help? Can I help somebody some? That's the thing. And comes through. There will be choices when people come and ask a question or tell there's, maybe have enlightenment also, like about their problem. Patients also, when they come, they say so many things, but I notice certain things and point out, and then they feel very kindness from me, very nurturing for them. And they tell me that too.
It's true.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful way about you. It's so giving.
Thanks, Julie. Yeah.
And it is something where you create connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a gift.
Yeah. I think I have a connection with you. Your interior, I always felt like you are with the nature. You are here and now, and you are very loving. So I feel that all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's definitely there. You're definitely there with
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
you've been kind to me.
Okay.
And you've allowed me to grow.
Yeah.
A bit of wisdom from
Yeah. You see, that is in the Sanskrit, antarangika sanihitya. Antaranga means inner intimacy. That is emotional, intellectual, inner intimacy.
Yes.
That is very good in friendship.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rao. We'll speak again.
Yeah, lovely seeing you again, Julie. I missed it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Just a joy.
Yeah.
I'll see if I keep my ears and eyes open for you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. See, that is a wonderful friend of mine, Julie, and we have been talking for months now, but I have not been able to talk to her recently. That's why I was delighted to see her on this New Year's Eve. Hopefully, I will have to talk to her more times during this year. So some friends like that make your day. So as I was talking about these 5 things. For people who may find them valuable, or my day will be done. Even if one person finds one of the 5 things are useful for them, and then they can. So, Julie, when we were talking about unconditional love, we were in other room. They were talking about love and thought, and so I was trying to tell them my understanding of how thought really covers up the natural love that we have, which we feel from our parents, from our teachers, from our real friends, and all that, right? So that's the unconditional acceptance where we don't want to relate to them based on our opinions or our experiences and all that. We kind of accept them as human beings, you know. And Eckhart Tolle was talking about this. When we build up egos and we separate ourselves from each other because of the ego, naturally there is a division, and when there is a division, there is conflict. And due to that kind of division, we kind of have conflicts in the family, in the societies, in the countries, and among the countries all the time. This is the reason. And people also support that kind of egotistical leaders, like which is happening with Putin now. It has happened with Hitler and other people. So he was pointing it out in the 20th century because of the ego development, because of the division, like 120 million people died due to the wars. So this is a very important thing. And then ancients really pointed that out. The whole yoga system is about chitta vritti nirodha. That means all the worlds of thought in your mind can be used for external practical purposes, but for internal awareness and who we are as human beings, that is definitely detrimental if you relate with an ego. So relate with a deeper self, bigger self, or ancient called Sat Chit Anand, or existence, consciousness, and bliss. When you look at people like that, you will see them completely differently. You know, but for the new year, I was talking about these five things to make your body clock run well. Just follow it, you know, and keep your thought at bay and be in awareness and in presence, right? And then you can always um, move. You can walk, you can jump, but you try to move all directions. That is the dance. And then spend some time laughing at yourself in the bathroom or outwardly. There's a laughter yoga there, you can do that. And during the work, during the day, do some random act of kindness activities. Help somebody crossing the road, give water to somebody in the office, help with the files or whatever the weight they are moving, something like that. Make an opportunity to uh, help them in some way. You don't have to expect anything, just give them a hand. Put up a hand to their weight, that kind of thing. To a friend, to a colleague, to a parent, to a your offspring or your siblings, whatever, wherever the choice comes, you feel better. By giving you get, right? That's the saying they say, by giving you get a lot in return too. But you don't want to give it because to get it, but it automatically happens. That's what I'm saying. So these five things, please remember and see that you are following them, and you are at least implementing them. Remember the 14-day rule. If you have a habit and you follow the habit for 14 days in a row without fail, you have more chances of it because you have trained for 2 weeks this kind of particular thing. You have to consciously think about it before you go to bed, and when you get up from the bed, just remember this. Maybe write them down on a paper. Not only this, anything that you want to manifest or achieve, that's a good practice. Okay, writing them down in the paper and reading them before you go to bed, and then after you get up out of the bed, first thing you see them and remember them, then you have more chance of doing them. Okay, as you do them, you train the body and mind to go that way, and then soon it will become your habit. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about for today. I hope I have added some value to your day. Have a nice new year, and I hope it will be happy and prosperous for you. I'll be seeing you as I get my time and as I find topics to talk about. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Bye.